Let's break it down. The broken baker's coming to town. From Denmark with love, watching courts go wild. American drama got me hooked like a child. Twists in the courtroom, objections all day. Live on the screen, come and join the fray. Step one, grab your coffee, settle in tight. Step two, laugh at the chaos left and right. Step three, Danish take on the law so crazy. Step four, hit subscribe, don't be lazy. Oh yeah! He's the broken baker, breaking down cases, real truth shaker. Witty and fun from across the sea. The broken baker set my free. Hey, hey, broken baker, Danish style so smooth. Legal madness in the groove. Yeah, join the live today. The broken baker's here to slay. High profile trials, witnesses spin. Alibis cracking, let the fun begin. Outside of you with a humorous twist. True crime fans, you don't wanna miss. Even when it's broken, we find the fun. Danish baker baking truth for everyone. The broken baker, yeah. Hit that bell, let's go
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what if any you might be, and sacred justice. Welcome to the Muffin Tops, the worst membership you can have on the YouTubes. And why is that? Well, because apparently I keep making dum-dums and get into troubles. So I've been carrying around a copyright strike since the 9th of January. I was struck by our good friends over on the Foreskins because I had used clips from their channel to cover the interview they had with Monsieur Chris Albert, who said so many stupid things. I don't even think I made that much fun of him. The most fun I made was of the Foreskins because I was playing it at, I think, 1.5, 2.0 speed, and they still sounded like they were in a trance. So those bastards copyright struck me, and that's not nice because, hey, I'm a nice guy and I know my copyright law. If you don't know or didn't get a chance to view it, you can go and watch it on this when we're done with this. This isn't going to be a long stream because my throat is feeling really bad today. So, but now, after I've been in contact with YouTube support quite a few times because the 10 business days is done and they still didn't remove the strike. So I was like, what the fuck's going on with you idiots? But it was removed today. And I might have turned a little petty because, of course, I'm a nice guy. When they struck my channel, I sent them an email saying, hey, you're wrong. And they said, no, we're not. YouTube says it's right. And I said, that's not how you determine copyright strikes. And they said, well, fuck you. And they went on the twats and told me I was an idiot. Oh, we're going to sue you. Why would we have to do that? Because you have to do that, you idiots, or it won't stick. And Loophole Lawyer, me, Aiden, Nurse Kim, Roberta Glass, I think Emily C, Will Clara, and maybe more has all been struck by these people. So I hope all of us have counterclaimed it so YouTube will know that this is a channel that's not only hosted by bitches, but also act like bitches. Oh, he said the B word. Yes, because I'm sorry, Big Red, Ginny Jams, Tuesday, that weirdo with the couch, and last and absolutely least, Drama fucking Llama. You idiots thought that this is how you win because you can't handle criticism. Go find all the cacti and sit on them. The minimum thing you should learn when you are playing Mean Girls on the twat and calling other people stupid is the basic that you signed a legal document claiming that you are going to sue us in federal court. Are you all as slow as Tuesday's speech? You took away my income. You took away Roberta Glass's channel, which is way worse. We should counterclaim all of you for damages. It's not worth it because we're not going to get a shit ton out of it. But we should put all the pressure we can on YouTube to take your fucking rotten channel away, even though it's such silly, stupid content that I can make money off of it. You retards. Yes, I also use the retards because these people are dumb. They are fucking dumb. You are playing with people's income. And why? Because he said mean words about me. Oh, he called me Big Red and said I had a long neck. Like like he was he said like, and then the other day I was on YouTube and then maybe because Tuesday, can you get to the point? Can you give me 5 minutes? Because I like, I mute her. And the horse you rode in on. Sorry, I skipped ahead from some super chats because I got a little angry. Let me go to this one. That's easier because I can't pull it on. Inspire. Broken Baker isn't actually broke. He just needs help. Oh, my throat is kind of broken. Giggity. And my back isn't feeling too well. I went to the gym today. Not my top 10 smartest moves, but thank you, Inspire. And Chris Man. It's almost like Christmas Man. Became a member. Thank you, Chris Man. And Rianne Me has been a member for 4 months and no message. Yeah, no lawsuit, sadly. Rebecca Lavoie, it's not Rebecca Lavoie who was struck, it's and I can never talk about, I can't remember who it was. I know because I follow that channel and I'm sorry, but I'm so bad with names and I'm sitting and chatting in their chat sometimes. It's called it's called what's the name of that channel? Why can't I find that now? What's the name of the channel Rebecca Loire is on? I know I follow that channel. No, it's not Shredded Sports Science. But she has a channel. Rebecca Loire is a reporter, a podcaster, kind of. Something's off. Exactly. Something's off. Thank you all for being smarter than I am. Yes. And just to make it even better, to show how big a-holes this was. Oh, Rebecca Lavoie and that guy she's streaming with, her co-host is a female. So because she's not living up to your conventional beauty standards, you had to take a dig at her and call her a man. Little homophobic, don't you think? Foolsroom, don't you think that's a little homophobic? But hey, you don't give a shit, do you? Because all of this bullshit that you are filling up the air with all the time about, oh, the Karen Reed crew is so mean. In reality, it's the four little women says that you are, who sits there all the time. Oh, he called us women. He's a misogynist. No, you're a fucking homophobe. Oh, that man she streams with. All of the things that you claim the rest of us do is exactly what you do. What do you mean about that, Baker? Well, from their latest show, just the first thing I found. Now I'm back again. Baker's back. Tell a friend. They're probably gonna copyright strike the shit out of me for this one again. This time I will get a lawyer and I will have him send a letter on my behalf to make sure that they know I will, of course, be suing them for damages because they are using the copyright system in a wrong way. Let's see what uh, let's see what they had on the last show where they had John O'Keefe's lifelong friend on. Oh, that's why won't it share this one? Stupid. Sorry. I don't know why it won't do that now. This one and audio and this one. Sorry.
They go as fast, they cleaned up and made their getaway. Apparently, she left behind her dildo. Yes. Yeah. And I heard Mrs. O'Keefe say that word, and I was like, what did you just say? And she's like, I know, right? Like, she just left it. What? It's a moment. It's a moment.
Yeah.
Dark humor. Funny.
Something you
stuff.
don't ever expect Mrs. O'Keefe to say.
No.
I
Do
know.
you have all girls, John? Are you?
Sorry if you didn't catch it. Let's do it again.
So they run out and they take the murder weapon and they get it out of there, and they go as fast, they cleaned up and made their getaway. Apparently, she left behind her dildo. Yes. Yeah. And I heard Mrs. O'Keefe say that word, and I was like, what did you just say? And she's like, I know, right? Like, she just left it. What? It's a moment. It's a moment.
Yeah.
Dark humor. Funny.
Something you
stuff.
don't ever expect Mrs. O'Keefe to say.
No.
I
Do
know.
you have all girls, John? Are you?
First of all, woohoo, Karen had a female pleasuring device. Oh my. Which one of those three ladies on that screen doesn't have that? I won't do a one in chat if you have a female pleasuring device. But first of all, what you're doing here is just putting some bullshit out there that these four imbeciles can, well, only three of them because Tuesday was too late to come to her own show, that these little small-minded people can sit and giggle about, oh, she had a dildo. Oh, imagine her. Peg O'Keefe said the words, she left her dildo behind. This is the most fun these ladies have had without their dildo for the last half year. And I'm a father of two daughters. I would find it very weird if the first question someone asks me right after I talked about someone leaving a dildo is, do you only have daughters? I don't know what that transitions into after someone talked about dildos, But I think to understand Big Red's mind, you need to be in it because I don't think it works on the same plane as the rest of us. Yeah, I'm sure that she was concerned about packing. Remember, oh, she was in the room for half an hour. That's when she deleted all of the Ring cameras. Remember that? When Kevin had that story, when Karen had that, Kate had that story. Kate will also be on this stream talking about how horrible people are on the internet. But these trashy bitches, no, it's fine. She had a dildo. And John's best childhood friend that Karen didn't know, that no one really knew, was his very best friend in the world, where they were like this. It's kind of like that weirdo with the necklace. Oh, I'm still in love with him. He finger banged you at a prom. Get over it. Wendy, darling, thank you so much. Hope you're feeling better soon. I'll probably be better soon. I don't know if you have these Strepsil that is kind of anti-inflammatory. So I hope they will help with my neck. And I'm keeping my streaming to a minimum today because the trial is in Virginia and it's shut down because of the ice. So I won't be doing a full day. What's wrong with these people? No life, low life is what's wrong with them. One time I went to a client's house and there's a big bright dildo right on the kitchen table. Yeah, so what? Honestly, I know Denmark is a little bit different than America's. We have advertisement on the buses for plastic surgery. Well, we used to have advertisement for plastic surgery on buses. I have a convenience store right over here that'll sell. Funny enough, it's very sexist. There's never any male pleasuring implements, but they will sell every now and again. They'll sell like a bullet. They will sell a little Smex toys. I went into a Spencer's in America and I saw, what the hell is that? They had a dildo. Is it really that? We're in 2026. All of these horrible women on that show probably have a chest of toys that's bigger than their husband's toolbox, because who the fuck want to listen to them even if they're getting plowed? Blue, those old witches dried up a century ago. The worst part is I don't think Mama Lama Brahma is that old, but she's just a horrible person. Remember when she did that on the show iClip, where she said, well, we're here to say sorry for what happened on that Spaces where Aiden was threatened. Of course, the McAlberts doesn't believe in that. And then 10 minutes later, they were sitting there talking about how Aiden does exactly the same and deserve what he is coming. Why would they talk about that? That they are so weird? Because they wanted to shame Karen Reed. And again, I don't. For fuck's sake, I have a very. Now I have to think. I have a very pink baguette mold back in my studio. We're in 2026. How many have never ever heard the word dildo before, or have ever heard that you can buy them? I'm not asking how many of you have one, Zach. We all know. But have you ever heard the word dildo before? And have you ever heard that it's actually something people use to release some pressure in the downstairs apartment? One in chat if you've ever heard it before. If that's the best they have, they need to go back to whatever they were doing before. Well, they're gonna get Krusty on later in the show, and she's just gonna sit there and say, well, everyone's so mean on the internet. Stupid. You got 2 open cases because you harassed people. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, Ginger with a Soul has never heard about it. Well, Ginger with a Soul, back in the day, we had this guy called Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud was a psychoanalyst, I think he was. Maybe he was a psychologist. He had this theory that a lot of the problems women had was because they had repressed sexual desires. So to get them not to suffer so much, they had to, and of course, when there's a lot of people being prescribed, there are people out there who are capitalist and thinks, hey, let's try and make a little bit of money on that one. So they made these implements that could do the, so you didn't get arthritic fingers or something like that. And you could buy them as a stress relieving tool. Later, and this is because women are weird sexual creatures that I don't understand, some ladies found out you could get pleasure from these implements. It was just to relieve your repressed sexuality, but because women are devious, they found out that you could, and that's where dildos came from. It was a great psychiatrist tool to fix female stress, and then someone turned it dirty, and I blame women for that, as I do for everything from the weather till the mermaids. Zach, welcome to Baker's new show. Let's make a dildo. Yes, that will be my next show. Freud was a freak. He was shut off his mind on heroin and coke, but who isn't? I would never bring that up in a conversation, though, not even with my bestie. I have a harder time believing that Peg O'Keefe, if she was a normal grandma, would bring that up to John's closest friend that no one knew. Then that this guy just made it up to sound smart. But I also saw Peg in the courtroom, and I know, oh, you can't say anything about her. She lost her kids. Yeah, and I feel really sorry for her husband. Her, I feel sorry for the loss, but oh my effing God, she has a shitty personality. The way she talked about her husband on the stand and had to really get it in there because I've been married for 60 years. I've been married for 60 years. She really wanted to get a dig in at him in the courtroom. Why? But I could see her just making up that story to try and shame Karen Reed. That's what I'm thinking. She is the lowest end, truly. Yeah. Still find it weird that Peg is talking about dildo. So do I. I find it very weird. I was just showing you what we missed because of the copyright strike I had gotten from the foreskins. That's so, now we're back again. Foreskins back. Tell a friend. Because now I can go back and clip it, and then they can try and copyright me again. And then next time, Baker Media will hire a lawyer to send them a nice little letter if YouTube doesn't take it down. What story? I missed it, Baker. Wrestler, this is why you come in when the show starts, because I play all the good bits in the beginning, so I don't have to stick around for long. For those of you who just came in, this is... Stop it. This is what I was talking about. Oh, now I understand why the hell it says that because okay, yeah. Let's do this.
So they run out and they take the murder weapon and they get it out of there and they go as fast, they cleaned up and made their getaway. Apparently, she left behind her dildo. Yes. Yeah. And I heard
Look at these people. They heard the word dildo. The fucking couch weirdo disappeared. Big Red was probably thinking, oh my, was it a bad dragon like mine? And Drama Llama was, look at her face before. I kind of feel like this is set up. This story is coming out. Look at her smirk.
cleaned up and made their getaway. Apparently, she left behind her dildo. Yes.
When I see this clip, to me, it just seems like Drama Llama knew this part was coming out. That again, look at her smirk.
She left behind her dildo. Yes.
So this is what the story was. This is what I missed by being copyright struck by the freaking foreskins. Stories about Karen Reed's dildo apparently told to John's best friend in the whole wild world by Peck O'Keefe. So what happens to them? They struck a bunch of creators. Most likely nothing because YouTube don't care. If they had struck Emily D. Baker, there might be a chance that YouTube cared about it. I know all of us has tried to report them and nothing happens in YouTube's system. As I recall, wasn't Carrie's car in that spot? What? Who said it? That was Karen's dildo anyway? Did it have her name on it? Well, you don't want to believe that that your son is using that. Hashtag no pegging. He didn't know that. It was told by Peck O'Keefe. This is like the Amanda Knox stuff. She had Smex toys, so must have been a crazy murderer. Yeah, Foxy Noxy was another person who got the shit end of the deal with because she was kind of hot and she had a little naughty side to her. And that it's so funny that we're so non-repressed anymore and we can do everything. Hey man, let's smoke some weeds and listen to jazz music, man. And at the same time, oh my god, did they say condoms? Oh, my pearls be clutched. Yeah, did this healthy adult couple have smecks and might have brought in some toys? Oh, don't they know God made missionary for one thing only, and it was procreation? No fun, no titillation, nothing. Oh, come on now. Talking about, no, I'm not saying that. Hey, Brit Happens, how are you doing? I hope you have way better weather down south than we are having here. Because we got like 3-4 inches of snow. Whew. Hey, Shaggy Belly. They want people to believe them. We're not stupid. Well, people will believe them because I don't even know. This, how many people have watched this show? They got 3,000 views on a 1,600 people channel. That's amazing numbers because anytime you get more views than you have subs, you are doing golden on the YouTubes. And 17 now my camera shut up again. I'm so over this. Thank you. 17 comments on it. I bet you they have way more, but they have set it to only put the comments on we approve, just like they did on the Celebrate video. Jennifer McCabe is a goddess. The criminal trial might be over, but the fight for truth and justice is not. Being acquitted by 12 brainwashed people doesn't change the facts. The truth about what happened to John and what happened to the witnesses still needs to be told. She will not get to be acquitted and allowed to continue spreading lies. Alba Luna Moon. That's stupid. You put moon in there twice. Luna is moon as well. But she will be able to spread all the lies she want to do because she's not going to a criminal trial. She's going to be sued for damages, and then she can say whatever she wants again after. Did any of you women actually know John O'Keefe in real life? Just curious. Also, aren't the O'Keefe suing Karen Reed? So even if she weren't suing, they would still be a Karen Reed case going on. I'm not a Karen Reed supporter, just curious, nosy observer who believes there is still many unanswered questions. Oh my God, they let this get in here. Unanswered questions on both sides of the equation. I agree that the tragedy of John O'Keefe's death had been degraded by all of the surrounding noise. It's a shame. Oh, they let that get in here. And of course, someone clipped out the part where they got to the dildo because it was so nice to hear funny stories about John. I seriously wish Free Karen Reed would tune into these shows. Oh, we do, to see how absurd their beliefs are. They could learn so much. Great job, ladies. That's true crime and some wine. Unfortunately, the proven reality, and as is commonly known for over a year now, of which I have been a What? Unfortunately, the proven reality, as is commonly known, I don't know if it's a channel, for over a year now, of which I have been a moderator, Free Karen readers ordinarily only come into our channels, as it were, with sinister motives. This can include initially pretending to be friendly, but then becoming antagonistic, including baiting followers in chats to annoy them and distract them from being able to follow the show, which I've seen them refer to as fun. Oh my. JI5-25. I hope you'll never come into one of my chats because even the friendly ones will do that. Just ask Zach, Brandon, Sue how to how to derail a show, and to assert the so-called Karen Reed and now their story, or to attack, insult, and offend, whether directly or indirectly. So anyway, they just exist. They are against this person. I've also witnessed them go to the Free Karen Read channels and trash, as it were, our channel creators and moderators. It's because you're all retards, inciting hatred to thousands of people across YouTube without reason. Well, there is a reason. You believe that John O'Keefe was struck by a car, contrary to any doctor or scientist who was in the trial. Further, the way they continue, and it's getting worse, to speak about our side, John, his family, law enforcement, the witnesses, Kate and Kevin, moderators, etc. I don't ever talk about moderators. Moderators are just unlucky enough that some weirdo gave them a wrench. It's appalling, awful nicknames. I use those. The foreskins. Apparently, our side, as it were, haven't gone into the Free Can Read channels for quite some time. I'm pretty sure they have, because they would pretty much get instantaneously blocked. I never block one of these fucking trolls, even if being polite and respectful. Never. It's unfortunate, and I don't believe it's our side's doing, and no wonder most, if not all, people on our side feels the way they do. Yeah. In my cult, all of us are not cultish. The other people's cult, they are weird. Have you met the other cult? Our cult, we're the same ones. The reality, in my opinion, is after the recent verdicts and a lot of time passing, if it can't be recent verdicts and a lot of time passing, that's opposite. It is unlikely that anyone is still sitting on the fence and a line has been drawn in the sand. By most, if not all, the free can readers and their minds are, more often than not and verified, permanently closed. And the obvious anger and hatred for our side grows by certain individuals whose personalities and characters don't and won't change overnight, if not ever, as John Jackson touched upon via this show. JI5-25. You sound like your mind is pretty closed. Have you ever considered listening to the evidence in the trial? No indication of an impact by a car. Nice paragraph. I remember the first time I used ChatGPT too. Well, there's indications. Let's just say that it's kind of like when Plevin writes a twit and he wants to sound like anonymous mass lawyers. He said, "Make me sound smart," and he said, I'm only AI. I can't do that." Well, then make it sound like someone else is smart, and then he puts it out there, and he doesn't know that just putting big words in there doesn't make you a smart person. It just makes you sound stupid and like you use AI. Lefty's channel is not a good Christian channel. No, Lefty is a weird French Canadian with tiny raccoon-like hands who I don't know what he's doing to those animals at night, but I'm disgusted by it. Mama Llama would even let you reply to a post. I think I'm blocked by Tuesday, the Foreskins, Mama Llama, Big Red. I'm not, funny enough, I'm not blocked by Krusty Panties. Krusty Panties still haven't blocked me. Thank you for that, because, hey, at least she can take it and dish it out. The rest of these fucking weirdos, I'll block anyone who says something differently. They came into my chat and was talking to me about how stupid I was when I said, he says we have to sue. Yeah, that's what you signed a legal document saying you were going to do. No, I don't believe that. I'm not on fire today. I'm actually, my throat is killing me. So you are why her panties are crusty. Well, I'm sure she can. I can't bench press her because I have a weak chest. My bench press is ridiculously low. I think my best is 35. That's 70. That's 90 times 2.2. So that's 180 plus. I think mine is just shy of 200 pounds is my max bench. I have really shitty shoulders, so I don't bench press that much. I could leg press her and the rest of the foreskins, probably not Twisted Tragedy, but the rest of them I could leg press with no problem, and I could probably row them. I could row one of her in each hand, no problem. But my chest, I can't. I think I'm like 190 or something like that in chest press. I have a really weird, a weak chest. So I'm sorry, ladies. I'm not gonna. If you were training with me. Too many beaver hugs in chat. What? No one comes for Baker's baguette. That's the truth of it. No one comes for Baker's baguette. That's how it is. They all act high and mighty and smart, but they're idiots. The whole world's watching them to be stupid. Yeah, and now my copyright strike is done, and I already did my first analysis, and now I have to go because I'm not listening to that shit. It's 2 hours long, so I'll feed it into an AI, and then it'll give me timestamps, and I'll go listen. It's not perfect. One of the things, because first they had that weirdo guy on, and then they get Krusty on, and Krusty is talking about how the true crime social media community is horrifying and dark. This is a 2-hour show where they are horrifying and dark, but Krusty, yeah, that's you're the good one. You're the good one. But I'll go and see if there's more clips out there that I need to, yeah. Well, chest is one of the least used muscles. Everyone wants to work it out for looks. Well, I have my upper pecs are pretty good. Well, I can get them to pop, but I just don't have any. I don't know how you do your. I don't even know what this exercise is, but I do the underhanded front delts, and I can do that with 45s, but chest press is really shitty for my shoulders. Am I allergic to socks? There's a condition going around X, and the allergy count for socks has skyrocketed. Yeah, yesterday I was talking to someone, some I can't even remember. We were talking about Aiden or something, and she was doing the and something about having smacks, and I said, well, um, I don't know, and she said, well, your gluten is always welcome, and I said, well, sorry, I'm allergic to socks, so I'm not going to do it. I probably said Aiden is not going to bang you or something like that, and then she said my gluten is always welcome, and I said I'm allergic to socks. Is Twisted still grifting? I haven't looked her up in the longest time. Apparently, she's persona non grata in the free Karen Reed movement, the anti Karen Reed movement, and not even the new weirdos, who is kind of a mixture between we love Karen, but we really love the Massachusetts State Police as well. None of them really wants Twisted. If she could just have gotten that party tent that she was wishing for, she could have had a party and everyone wanted there. Hey, Holly, thank you. She did great the last time I saw her. She had 700 people. I have 445 people right now. She had more viewers than I did. Krusty's bench press reference is actually her marital aid. Um, well, I'm not. Hmm. I'm not that advanced, but I know how big a barbell is. That's that's roughly, I don't know, but it's roughly this distance, as you can clearly see. I think cervixes would be in trouble if you used one of those for some of that. I'm just saying. Mermaid lives matter. Mermaid lives matter. If I'm not too sick tonight, because I after looking into what was talked about on that Spaces last night, I have my world has been changed. So if you come by tonight, I might have some unheard of stories. Yes, it was a Sasquatch and a mermaid. You will have to come back tonight to hear that story. We can't talk about that in daytime. I will get shut down by the FBI. I'm just saying. It's J7 is sitting at home screaming the pyramids. Stop it. What I found out after doing the deep dive, after listening to that Spaces clip yesterday that BLT sent me, mind blown. That's all I can say. Mind blown. Inspire. I hear semen is high in vitamin C. Well, sorry, not sorry. Gargle. That's more of yuck, yuck. Holly Mac, you can take it on. Well, I'm not sure it's going to be on replay because it's going to be mind blowing what I found online. But I didn't know about the mer people until this morning, and I thought it was a joke. But then I was at the gym on the treadmill, and I thought, let me do some research. And trust me, when I found out that they are working with Sasquatch, you are all gonna blow your mind. But as you can hear, I'm still not 100%. I think I'm going to go drink the rest of my tea, get to bed, and thank you, blessed Texas Lolly. Love you, Baker, and hope you get to feel better. Well, I'm trying to get to feel better, so I'm going to do that later. Don't forget the hippies are made by the CIA. Everyone knows that. The free love movement was just to get all of you squares on drugs so they could I didn't say banging. Don't put words in my mouth because I don't want I won't have those people chasing me. But yeah. Ooh, sorry. What time do I start? I start at 11:30 Eastern. Yeah. But I'm not promising anything tonight because this I feel good when I start, but we're done 45 minutes and I'm done now. Thank you all for coming in and making fun of the foreskins. Foreskins, Baker's back again. Clip your show, tell a friend. Baker's back, Baker.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause and think about the jury.